see here, not a lot of physical differences on paper. It's Julia Budd physically so strong. That's what Arlene Blencowe has to overcome tonight.
All right, girls, here we go. You ready? You ready? Fight! Fight Clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers, it's Miller time. The other difference between the two, the level of competition. Arlene Blencowe has been in there with Marloes Coenen, who will return to the Bellator cage in 2 weeks at Mohegan Sun. Everything seemed to be all set up. The stars were aligned for Julia Budd and Marloes Coenen to battle for the inaugural 145 title in Bellator. And then the injury to Julia Budd brought in Alexis Dufresne as the last-minute replacement. She didn't make weight, but she shocked the MMA world with that win over Marloes Coenen, and that has been, as your guy John McClain said, the fly in the ointment, the monkey in the wrench at 145. Arlene Blencowe said she has just become late to the sport of MMA, wanted to do it for her kids, be a role model, and she just got addicted to connecting with 4-ounce gloves. Budd has been one of the best in the world pretty much her entire career. She has been in with the best. Her only 2 losses. 2 fighters you may have heard of, Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes.
I like what I'm seeing from Arlene Blencowe, though. She's not fighting intimidated. She's not fighting scared, throwing good combinations. When you're up against a bigger, stronger, more physical opponent, this is where you want it. In the center, you can use your speed, use your mobility, combinations. She does not want to be up against the fence, because that's where Julia Budd puts most of her opponents.
Port Moody, British Columbia. Julia Budd, 2-hour drive from Vancouver. Any Canadian MMA fighters in the news this week? Or
yeah,
anything going on there?
I'm trying to think of any. I'm sure there's some.
You know, somewhere someone's got an over-under on Grandy GSP mentions tonight.
Somewhere, yes.
Arlene Blencowe started in boxing. She fought for a world title in her 2nd fight and won. As a late replacement. She had won 5 of 6 until that loss to Marloes Coenen. It was a huge step up in class. Fight that ended up on the main card last August.
Look at that confidence. Blencowe throwing.
Yeah. She's been the aggressor.
And what she's doing that Julia Budd isn't is Julia Budd is generally throwing 1-2 or maybe 1 shot. Arlene Blencowe throwing 3 and 4 together. A little bit longer with the combinations.
Julia Budd has won 6 in a row since that loss to Ronda Rousey. Of course, in her last fight, she was tentative. That was part of the discussion about that fight. It takes her a while to get going. And I talked about the 2 fighters that have beaten her, and you can't be slow to warm up. No, against those 2. No, it'll be a very short night. Notable moment for Julia Budd was her Muay Thai. Beat Gina Carano in Muay Thai.
Let's go, girls. Let's work.
Arlene Blencowe is aggressive, confident.
This is not where she wants to be.
Is not.
Had her for a moment there. Let it go. Good body lock, still nice takedown. That is pure power, my friend.
Far side underhook. Far side underhook. Far side underhook. Good work. Far side underhook. Help, back elbows to the head right there. Back elbows to the head. Back elbow to the head. Let's short elbows there.
Watch the back of the head, Blue.
Keep putting hip down. Hip down. Elbow to the thigh. Far side underhook. Elbow to the thigh.
The question is, what can she do to get the round back? Have her behind so far. Can she land something big to kind of turn this round around? Now that she has top position.
Blencowe comfortable in the half guard. Not as much room for Julia Budd to work. Attempted to call it a slow start from Julia Budd, really a more impressive start from Arlene Blencowe.
You ready? Let's fight.
Was Julia Budd passive, too passive in round one, or was Arlene Blencowe just more aggressive than we thought?
A combination of both. I don't think the fight was where Julia Budd wanted it. We've seen her have trouble in the center of the cage before in fights. She wants it against the fence. And Blencowe didn't fight scared. She better warm up now, though.
How did you see round one?
By the barest of margins, I went with Arlene Blencowe. I thought the takedown at the end was nice, but I didn't see...
Not enough to turn.
Yeah, I didn't see Julia Budd turning the tide with great ground and pound. There's only a minute left. Blencowe defended pretty well on the ground, so 10-9 Arlene Blencowe, but it easily could go the other way.
There is something, the more you watch Julia Budd, there is something to her. It's almost as if she doesn't believe she's as good as she is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she was backing herself up against the fence. I mean, with her strength advantage, that should almost never happen.
She can be the bully, but she doesn't act the bully.
Yeah, exactly. And when she does, it's here. It's in these grappling positions. Now she's in tight earlier in the round. You do see that gun-shy quality on the feet. Blencowe trying to step over, bad move.
Too aggressive, wrong time, wrong place, wrong opponent.
Her foot's stuck by the no, it's not. Thought it might be caught behind the pad for a second there.
Remember, you can put your feet on the fence. You cannot grip the fence with your fingers or toes, regardless of their color. A lot goes into fighter prep that you don't think of.
Yeah, there you go. Doing a great job. Telling you anything different. Give up that dominant position or in single leg position. Might be working for a guillotine here.
Drag her down, Julia. Drag her down. Get up. Drag it.
Near side cradle to the single leg to a double leg.
Right back into
against
her
the
office.
fence. All right, exactly. This one about the physical dominance of Julia Budd. She gets you against the fence and wears you down. It's not enough to defend here, she has to do. For Arlene Blencowe, she has to defend and then angle, get off the fence. Staying here and surviving isn't good enough.
This is just a bad neighborhood for Arlene Blencowe to be in. It's right in the north-south top position.
And crucifix here, if she can trap that arm with her leg. Big trouble for Arlene Blencowe. Chooses to circle around, one hook in, real high, but strong enough to pull her over. Didn't matter. Usually a pretty risky move, but
Arlene Blencowe could use the fence once, but if you don't get out, use the fence. She's trying to work her way back there and do it again. Now she's getting flattened out.
Pressure, man. Strong legs.
Arlene Blencowe expending a lot of energy in this position. Flattened out again.
Under the chin now, but not able to finish. Both of these fighters have been good when it's been where they wanted the fight to be. But Julia Budd on the ground, on top, and showing domination. Blencowe, I think, has been better on the feet. she's had the advantage, but in these positions, when it's physicality and the ground game comes into it, Julia Budd's been dominant.
Julia Budd able to roll her into that position again. Far more dominant performance here in round 2 from Julia Budd. Arlene Blencowe has survived. She's given herself a chance here in the decisive round 3.
You ready? You ready? Let's fight!
On to round 3, even on your scorecard.
I have it even on my scorecard, 10-9 both rounds. Julia Budd certainly more dominant in round 2, but not a 10-8 round to me.
Even in the year plus we've been watching Arlene Blencowe, you can see her game developing in the work that she's put in.
The road she's been on is about as tough as you can get. Arlene Blencowe and Julia Budd.
Even her fight with Gabby Holloway, who's been ranked at times, that was a very difficult fight. And that's the thing, there isn't great depth in at 145 throughout the MMA world, but the fighters that are at 145 are top fighters. Actually have good competitive fights at 145. You don't have to put someone through human torture to have them fight at a weight they shouldn't be fighting at.
Can't imagine who you're talking about.
Like some kind of circus animal, you can treat them like the professionals that they are.
At 5 pounds means a lot.
Let's get busy, girls. Let's go.
As the Arlene Blencowe a little more tentative now. She respects that takedown. She respects the ground and pound, the submission ability of Julia Budd. She doesn't want to walk into another takedown.
Yeah, so in the first round, she was coming forward. Now she's
daring Julia Budd to come to her. Julia Budd throwing almost nothing back. An occasional kick, but she's waiting for Arlene Blencowe to unload so she can get the takedown. That's what it looks like.
That's a dangerous game when you're 12 minutes into a fight that's pretty close.
Yep, minutes can tick away pretty easily waiting for that perfect takedown.
I can almost hear your Julia Budd Foundations piece right now. About being tentative, about believing in your ability.
Remember the character in Unforgiven who only had one arm and he had 6 guns? Well, I have all those guns, I have one arm. Well, I don't want to get killed for lack of shooting back. You never want to think, I could have thrown more, I could have done more. Arlene Blencowe hasn't landed anything substantial in this round, but she's busy. She's the one shooting back.
Listen, we're going in minute 14. She's got a chance to win this fight.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Julia Budd, and you have your eyes on a world title. Even if you can't finish Arlene Blencowe, that second round, you would think, if you're Julia Budd's side, that should have been the way this whole fight ended.
Exactly. She hasn't even attempted to take down this third round.
Let's go, let's go. Go, come on, push. Come on, Arlene, you gotta go. Punches in bunches, baby. That's it, let's go.
Until now. And successful. And that's why we're saying what we're saying, because it's so easy for her.
But now you're thinking about, man, I really got to dominate. I can't get stood up. The judges might not have it go my way. I got to go hard for the mount.
And by doing that, she lost side control and stepped into half guard.
Still working for the arm triangle. She can finish from here. It is possible.
Got the height disparity.
Yeah, it's just difficult. She has the height. She has the strength to finish this.
Anicia Spartan, Uriton Teixeira.
Yep.
Height disparity. In this case, you're talking about 3 inches. That's generally speaking not enough.
She's turning, but holding on to that arm triangle. She can't keep it. Angle doesn't work from here. It's not deep enough. Good job by Arlene Blencowe. She's going to back out, and she does.
Julia Budd, are you sure you don't want to come back down here? We're positive. It's a dangerous spot. I get it. Julia Budd wants to fight down there, but this thing is up for grabs with 30 seconds to go.
If she just keeps kicking her legs and doesn't let her get up, could be her. And she lets her up. That's an interesting choice. I would have just kicked her legs for the next 30 seconds. You don't want to get up? That's fine with me.
Now Arlene Blencowe sees the finish line. This fight very much up for grabs. Marloes Coenen suffering the upset in May. Julia Budd trying to avoid a similar result. That was a heck of a finish.
Man, if Julia Budd doesn't win this fight, which on my scorecard she didn't, you gotta wonder about her activity level in rounds 1 and 3. Because when she was on, she was on. Great takedown, great guard passing, great submission attempts. That was a story of round 2, but a slow start in rounds 1 and 3. She might get out of here with a decision. It's quite possible. She's got to work on that pacing, that activity level. So Arlene Blencowe started very quickly. Came out with a lot of confidence. Interested to hear what the judges think.
What a fighter Arlene Blencowe has turned into before our eyes. All right, let's find out. Is this as close as we think it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. Your first judge, Anthony Maina, scores the fight 29-29. He sees the fight even. That score, however, overruled by judges Daniel Zimba, who sees it 30-27, and Chris Lee, who scores it 29-27. Both in favor of the winner by majority decision, Julia the Jewel Budd.
An entertaining fight and one they'll be looking at in judges' clinics to discuss scoring, as 3 judges saw it completely differently.
Wow.
Again, somebody we thought that it was a 10-10 round in there on one card. There was a 10-8 round in there on another card. It was tough because the rounds 1 and 3 were close.
Yeah, definitely a close fight for sure, but those numbers were all over the place.